Hooray for Hollywood! Hello there, Stan the Movie Man with your WIMZ.com movie review. This week your votes at WIMZ.com ended in a tie, and I only had time to see one of the two movies that tied, and I saw Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues. Will Ferrell, Paul Rudd, Steve Carell, David Koechner, Christina Applegate, Kristen Wiig, Harrison Ford, James Marsden, Megan Good, and many, many more are featured in this sequel. Ron Burgundy and Victoria Corningstone, Will Ferrell and Christina Applegate, they are anchoring the weekend news in New York, but the main primetime news guy is about to retire. He offers the job to Victoria and fires Ron because he says Ron is the very worst anchorman he has ever seen. And really. Yeah. Ron goes into a downward spiral. He and Veronica break up. Ron goes back to San Diego, where he begins announcing for SeaWorld. He gets drunk and gets fired from that job, but he is offered a position with a new startup cable news network called GNN. He thinks it's a silly idea to have 24-hour news, but he needs the job, so he joins on. And he goes around the country and collects his former news team, Brian Fantana, played by Paul Rudd, also Champ Kind, David Koechner, and Brick Tamland, Steve Carell. They go into the news business once again, but they have a really awful shift. They're on at 2 a.m. And also they have a competitor by the name of Jack Lime within GNN. He is played by James Marsden, and he is this very attractive male news anchor. And he makes, and Ron makes a bet with him out of anger. He says he will double his ratings, or he'll beat his ratings at 2 a.m. even though Jack is during prime time. And if he doesn't, Ron will never never announce the news ever again. And on the off chance that Ron wins, then Jack will have to change his name from Jack Lime to Jack Lame. Well, Ron begins doing this kind of fluff news, talking about celebrities and various stories that's not really hard news, and his ratings go through the roof. All of this, it causes some problems within the team, as well as with their boss, Linda Jackson, played by Megan Good. She is dating Ron, and things are weird. There's really no point in explaining the story. It's insanity. Anchorman 2 is just nuts. The movie is pretty funny some of the time. I would say the jokes work 66 to 75% of the time. They tend to beat a dead horse at times, which is a staple of Will Ferrell movies. There is also a weirdness with a shark that bookends the film. And also there is another giant battle between news teams, as in the first Anchorman movie, where we get about, I think, 500 cameos. So keep your eyes open there. There's really no point in trying to make sense of the movie, because it's just silliness. And it's, for the most part, enjoyable silliness. I'm giving Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues, 4 guitars out of 5. Go to WIMZ.com to read my complete review, as well as to vote on the movie that I'll see next time. Hey, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to send them to me at StanTheMovieMan@att.net, or you can follow me on Twitter at MovieManStan. Till next time, Stan the Movie Man here. Stay classy, Internet.